What's poppin', guys? It's your boy Funko Popson, and today we're bringing you a brand new video. This video is going to be the top 5 board games that I believe should be turned into pop figures. Let's get right into it. Alright, so to start off this video, I am going to list off some honorable mentions for some board games that I believe can easily be turned into pop figures. My first honorable mention is Guess Who. The reason why I don't have this on my top 5 is because that there's so many characters in this game, but I do believe these characters look really funny and that they would be an interesting play on the pop board game line. My next honorable mention would be the rest of the Monopoly characters. So they've done Mr. Monopoly, and now I believe that it'd be pretty interesting for them to do all the little characters that you can be in the game, like the dog, the iron, the ship, the car. I think that'd be an interesting play also into the board game line. And for my third honorable mention, it would be Chutes and Ladders. I believe Chutes and Ladders has 2 characters on the front of the box that look kind of goofy, and I think they'd be cool if they were like holding the ladder or she was like sliding down the slide like they are on the cover of the game. I think that'd be a really interesting pop, and I think a lot of people would probably buy it because the cool thing about board games is that everyone played them when they were little. So whether you are into video games, whether you're into sports, you're into this, into that, you've played board games, so it's really easy for these board games to be relatable for just the everyday people. So now we're gonna get into my top 5, but before we get into the top 5, I'm gonna just say real quick, we are doing a giveaway at 200 subscribers, so if you would please subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're doing a giveaway and I'm really excited about it, so trying to get that growth, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. So the reason I'm making this video is in honor of the fact that I just received, let me grab it for you, my Uncle Pennybags Pop. Though it is damaged, by the way, it's really, don't buy anything from Walmart and have it shipped to you, because most of the time this is what it ends up like with damages, because they just pack it with these 2 little green things and don't even package all of them, and one of them pops, and it's just all bad. So I'm pretty disappointed in the fact that this is damaged, but it's just a cool piece to add to my collection. I don't believe this is ever going to become worth anything, so especially because they came out with that silver variant. So not unhappy, but definitely would wish it was not broken. So let's get into this. So we're going to go from my least to my favorite characters in board games that I believe should be Funko Pops. Let's start with number 5, which is Mousetrap. I saw, actually on Reddit, I saw someone made a custom drawing of a mouse with a little trap over them, and I thought that was an awesome idea. And I think that that's something they could do with the cute little cartoon mouse, and that's a board game that a lot of people liked, and it was really fun to play, and the family gets all mad, and it's all crazy and chaotic, and I think that'd be a really cool pop to make, and that's why that's my number 5. So my number 4 on this list is going to be the pieces from Sorry. I know this is interesting. So for Funko Pop, normally they have to be some sort of character with eyes and stuff, but there is a version that you're seeing on the screen right now of the Sorry characters, or with the pieces with eyes, so they could technically do it just like the normal figures you play, like the pieces you play with. I think it'd be an interesting Funko Pop for sure. It'd be unlike any other Funko Pop. It'd be very simple. They could do that see-through, just like the game, and I think it'd be awesome. They could even put sparkles in it. They could do whatever they wanted with it, and I think people would buy it. Just like I said before, board games are so relatable. I think people would still buy it. That's why it's my number 4. Now my number 3 board game that I think could turn into a Funko Pop is Operation Cavity Sam. And this one is a very iconic game that we all remember playing, all remember tapping the metal on purpose and zapping the guy and listening to him go, and it was just so much fun while we were kids. And I just think that's a game that we all played, we all enjoyed, we all had fun with, and I think the character itself would make a pretty hilarious pop. He just looked like this average guy, and the storyline behind the game is that you have no anesthesia and you have to perform surgery, and if you hit these nerves, it hurts, obviously. And I just think the whole thing's funny, and I think it'd be a really cool Funko Pop. Now my top 2 are my top 2 because of the iconic characters involved in the game. And my number 2 is going to be Clue, because of all the characters that most people know, which are Professor Plum, Mr. Green, Colonel Mustard, Mrs. White, Miss Scarlet, and Mrs. Peacock. All these characters we've all heard of before. Most people have played Clue in their life. And it's a murder mystery, so you like learn about these characters and what they could have used to kill things, and it's always different. So it's really, really cool that, and all these characters are something we have seen before, whether it's on the box, whether it's on the cards. So we all know what they look like. So I think that they could do a huge line. They could do 2-3 packs, or they could just put them out all individually. But I'm pretty sure people would buy them. I know that Colonel Mustard one would probably fly off the shelf pretty fast. But I think it'd be a cool idea. I'm not saying they have to do it, not saying it's the greatest idea, but I do think it'd be cool. So my number 1 board game that I believe could be the most successful Funko Pop is Candyland. Candyland has characters that are vibrant, colorful, interesting, specific to one part of candy or food or some sort of dessert, and I think that people would eat it up, no pun intended. I think the characters are hilarious. Some of them, just to name, are Mr. Mint, Grandma Nut, Lord Licorice, and King Candy, and you'll be seeing those on the screen. I just think those characters are super cool looking, and I know people would buy those. Candyland is super fun, and that game is a game that we all played just like all the other ones, but I think those characters are a little bit more iconic and a little bit more maybe not iconic actually, but more detail. They could put more detail into them, and they'd be really cool looking in the box. And I think that seeing those, even if you aren't a fan of Candyland, I think they can make them look nice enough to where you're like, oh, I want that, because it's like a grandma dressed like a nut or whatever, or a guy with candy all over him. And I just think people would buy those, and I think they'd be very successful. So that is my number 1 board game that I believe could be a Funko Pop. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Kind of a short one. Just wanted to give you my top 5. This is an idea that I think is really cool, and go through my top 5 again. It's Mousetrap at 5, Sorry at 4, Operation at 3, Clue at 2, and Candyland at 1. And I think all these should become pops, but I do believe Candyland is probably would be the most successful Funko Pop. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like more videos like this, like it. And make sure you subscribe. Doing a giveaway at 200 subscribers, and yeah, so thank you for watching.